What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. As always, if you guys are enjoying the series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were, of course, working on yet another story order. However, we didn't actually level up after completing that one. So, off camera, I have done two regular repair orders, non-story order vehicles, so that we are now level 12. And with that, we now have a couple of new abilities that we can unlock. Since we have 5 available skill points, I think what I want to do is upgrade the Renovator, so we'll have the ability to fix parts from group 3. I have no idea what that means, but we're going to go ahead and unlock that one for sure. And then we're left over with 2 remaining skill points. So I'm going to go with Eagle Eye, since I know we've kind of been putting this one off for a long time. And then we're going to do the Runner one. Move faster by 2%. We will notice 0 difference. I can guarantee you that. Now we have 0 available skill points, and we are ready to tackle our next story order. It is a 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Dude, that thing, okay, if it looks anything like this picture, it's a nice car, but I have a feeling it's not gonna look anything like what we see right here. This one says, hey, I'm coming to you with a very sentimental task. This Hellcat is the only piece of my grandma I have. Not a Hellcat. Not a Hellcat, but okay. The condition may not be perfect, but I really care about making it into something that would resemble production condition. This dude has a... Okay, all of these have a very, very weird way of wording sentences. Grandpa takes great care of it, but he's showing he's age. Not he's showing his age, he's showing he's age, just like the car. He could use a fresh approach to the subject. I want to surprise him. The condition of exploitation elements should be fine, but the rest... I don't know. Exploitation, that's a big word. The more difficult to access parts have surpassed the capabilities of Grandpa. Please take care of this classic piece for me. See you. Change oil and other tasks, dude. A Cutlass Supreme? How are we gonna pass up this opportunity, dude? This thing is sick. It actually looks fairly close to what that image was showing it would look like anyways. Let's move it first mostly over to the car wash. We'll get her sprayed off, both the inside and the outside. Dude, this thing is sick. For real sick. I don't know what it is with these, like, classic big body vehicles, but I just love these things. Oh, okay. Hellcat. I see. The license plate is Hellfire. I got that one. Normally, if they add, like, a bunch of numbers into the plate as well, like, in place of a letter or anything like that, normally I have a hard time figuring it out. But this one... pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and get this thing sprayed off, dude. Taking my sweet time on this one already. There we go. Look at that. Okay, now it's looking a lot more like that image that they were showing us. Let's go move to the interior detailing. Get that thing all polished up. I really should pay attention, whoops, to the car status, because in here, it'll actually tell us frame condition, interior condition, body, parts, all that good stuff. What I'm curious on is if the interior condition actually goes up having just cleaned something, or if the body condition, same thing, having just washed it, if the overall condition gets better. One of these days I will pay closer attention to that. Let's move it to car lifter A and we will get after it, dude. We still don't even know what's wrong with this thing. Honestly, from the outside, like, if we didn't ever pop the hood on this vehicle, I would just assume that it's in mint condition based off of how it's looking on the exterior. But let's hop in here and we'll see what the haps is. Dude, where are all these parts at? They have to be underneath the vehicle. Have to be. There's nothing on the outside that is trashed. And then change oil, other tasks. Okay, so we got fluids and we'll call it 3 pages of undiscovered parts. So let's pop the hood then. We'll see what we're working with. Right off the bat, 2 cylinder heads, for sure. For sure, 2 cylinder heads, a starter, okay, subframe. Let's move to the back of the vehicle, see what we got back here. Fuel pump, absolutely. Rear end looks pretty solid otherwise, so most everything, I think, is gonna be up on the engine. We got a really crusty oil filter right there. Oil pan looks to be in good condition. I'm sure the oil quality is fairly poor. Oh yeah, and a bunch of belts and stuff, rubber bushings, I mean, the usual things that would fail. Apart from these cylinder heads here, that's a little a little random. Okay, well, no time to waste here. We're gonna get into disassembling everything straight away, so I will see you guys in a moment. Now, this car has some demons, or I should say had some demons. Now that we've removed all of them, dude, again, like from the outside, this thing looks immaculate, but underneath it was a very, very different story. Take a look at how much this thing has been disassembled now as we just stare into the radiator. We pulled out the entire bottom end of the vehicle, right? Everything down there is all missing. We have the entire top end, both cylinder heads removed, both valve covers removed, the intake manifold removed, the air filter removed. I mean, everything has been removed. I still haven't even seen if the car status is good, if we've diagnosed everything. Oh, there it is, dude. Look at how many push rods this thing had. I'm pretty sure there was one decent one that it was like, you could probably save it. It was like 36%. Everything else was like 10 to 15. This thing's kind of a pile. When we first saw this, I was thinking, you know, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. We're gonna have to disassemble a couple things here, a couple things there, but no, like they would have been better off actually just completely replacing it with a new crate engine. Granted, the block is still in decent condition, but it sure beats trying to disassemble the whole thing in the engine bay. Now, I cannot wait until we can upgrade this, but when we actually expand our garage, we will be able to use the engine hoist, or the crane, to pull engines out of vehicles. That way we don't have to try to do everything in the engine and then constantly having to be over here going up and down because certain tasks have to be done in the engine bay and certain tasks have to be done below the vehicle. Of course, you guys know that. So now that we have everything added to our handy dandy little shopping list here, I'm gonna go through the store, purchase everything that we need, and then we're gonna get right back into things and get this thing reassembled. Okay, I kind of feel like I haven't done very much talking this episode, and maybe that's a good thing. You never know until you edit it, right? But this thing has taken me forever to get put back together, and it's honestly just because of the valve push rods. There's 16 of them in total, and then on top of that, you also have to put the rocker arm just above that after you put those in, and it's a whole thing. It really is. I don't necessarily enjoy working on V8s, but it's a good learning experience because I've never done it in real life. 4 cylinders, though, on the other hand. 4 cylinders and like a VR6. Very familiar with those. So the last thing we have to do here, now that I've topped off all the fluids and gotten everything else put back together, we just gotta throw these wheels on really quick. Do a little star pattern. There we go. All right, and with that done, I think that should be everything. Oh, other tasks. Wait. Oh no, dude, perform wheels alignment to calibrate them. We don't have an alignment rack, and I don't think we have enough money to buy one. Well, maybe we do. Let's see what all we need for the alignment rack in the first place. Okay, test path is what it's called. It says builds test path near your garage. Extend your services by wheel alignment and headlight calibration. Required expansions None. A whole lot of nothing on that. So that's good. That means we don't have to expand the warehouse and spend thousands of more dollars. What would that be? 10,000 plus another 10. We'd be 20 grand in the hole if we had to do that. Thankfully, we only have to spend 10 grand. And unfortunately, if we want to finish the story order, we got to do it, dude. We got to purchase the test path. But it's kind of cool. I mean, that'll help us out for sure, because then we don't have to be going to the test track to test things like our suspension. We can do that all in-house now, so we don't even have to leave. Well, leaving is kind of fun sometimes. Nonetheless, dude, we're gonna go over there, check out all that new equipment. Let's get the Cutlass Supreme moved on over there as well. So it would be this one right here, test path. Perfect. First, I want to see what it looks like from the outside, because, you know, it's attached to the paint booth, so we kind of know what it looks like on the inside a little bit already. Let's go outside really quick. Okay, so we have the paint booth spray, the respray booth right there, and then we have test path facility. Honestly, it looks about the same. Like, the building itself, I feel like, didn't change all that much. But now I think we have a banner, and maybe the garage door is actually functioning, actually working. And on the inside, you know what? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure this door here was actually shut before we expanded and bought the test path, right? Oh, you guys are gonna have to let me know. Somebody's got to go back to the episode where we unlocked the paint booth, and when we were doing our little walkthrough, just tell me if that door was open or closed, and also if we could see through these windows, because I don't remember seeing any of this over here. This looks really, really cool, dude. So we have these mirrors up here that you can't actually see the vehicle in, and you can't actually see yourself in. I love all the reflections that Car Mechanic Sim has in it. Minus the mirrors and stuff, like even Grand Theft Auto mirrors, pretty junk. So that's a big upgrade compared to that. But like, all the reflections and shadows in this game just always look spot on. Minus, again, the mirrors, but work in progress, probably. So we have our test path over here. Do you want to proceed? No. We also have the wheel alignment. They actually do different things now. In the previous game, the test path thing here, this thing, and what's the other thing? The headlight. So all three of those, I don't think the headlight thing existed back then, but they would all essentially do the same thing. They would all run the same test, whereas now it looks like they actually run separate tests, which is really cool. So let's first do the test path. This should be the suspension, not necessarily the alignment. Dude, this thing sounds crazy too. Holy crap. All right, let's bring her forward. And then we're gonna press S. That's gonna test the brake capabilities. 90% and 92%. That's just for the front. Okay, and now we're gonna do the rear brakes as well. It's looking like a 88 and 87. So rear brakes are a little bit worse than the front, but that's no big deal. And then let's continue, I guess, back. Oh, okay. So we're gonna do the front suspension first. That's what it's looking like anyways. We got 89 and 90, and then back some more? No, forward. Okay, forward. And then that's gonna test the rear suspension. There we go. Okay, this is really cool, dude. Really, really cool. Let's see what the rear's looking like on the suspension. Okay, 89 and 86. Not that bad. Now we can leave the vehicle, and it's gonna bring us to this little menu here, just kind of showing us again everything that we tested during that. Dude, that's freaking nuts. I just got an achievement. Path full of stops. Like that. But I like these rollers right here. So that's where it would actually test the braking capabilities. And then I think this plate here is going to be what would test the suspension. That is so sick. And then we also have a little pit right here. So we could probably do... Wait a minute. Oh, I thought... Oh, dude, for a second, I thought that this jack down here might actually function, but it doesn't look like it does. That would be freaking insane. Next level. But now that we've had our fun with the test path, let's come over to the wheel alignment, and we'll see how we do things here. So we have negative 1.75 degrees, I think, negative 2 degrees, 3 degrees, and then negative 1.25 degrees. So how do we just do plus and minus on these? That seems a little too easy. So I guess let's go positive if it's negative. I'm assuming we want these values to be 0, right? That would mean that the vehicle's straight. So let's just bring that down to 0. And then this one, that's got to go positive to 0. Okay, this is actually really neat, dude. And then this one, since it's positive, of course, we're going to go negative. Bring that into 0. This one is negative, so we're going to go positive. Right there. Oh, dude. This is insane. I mean, this is... Oh, we also don't have to click either. We can use A and D to move. That's awesome. So then all we have to do is hit back, and it should save, right? So next time we go to use it, nice. Okay, alignment has been saved. I would love to see if visually the wheels actually look like they're out of alignment. Actually, you know what? Let's test that. Let's test that real quick. Let's actually bring those out just about as far as they'll go. So that'd be -3. And then we'll do the same thing for the other side, do -3. There we go. Okay, now, does it actually, well, kind of. Granted, it's 3 degrees, so it's not gonna be very obvious. I don't know. I don't know if it actually changes it. Still, a really cool new little feature. Alrighty, but with the alignment taken care of, let's actually go over and check out the headlamp alignment. I don't think you have to do this for all headlights. I think normally just the ones with like the auto dimmers. And then there's some headlights that like will tilt down. If they like sense another car, they'll actually tilt down. So they point more at the road rather than up in people's faces. I'm pretty sure that's what this is for. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can correct me if they want to. So let's see. How do we use this thing? To align the light, move light beam to marked area. Oh, okay, so it is sort of aligning it with where it would shine on the road. So we have a left side, and then we can hit E. This will be the right side. So they're both already aligned. There's really no reason we should mess around with this, but that is really cool as well. Okay, I think we've had our fun now with the alignment area. This is just, I mean, it gets better and better. And then not to mention, like, we have things like the brake lathe that we still haven't unlocked. That's gonna be super sick. So I'm really looking forward to all the other new things that we get to check out. But for right now, this is the newest and most coolest thing that we have at our disposal. Let's go to the car status. Just make sure we're good on everything. There we go. So we can finish the order. We're at 18,000 big ones right now. Let's see what we end up with after finishing this order. Dude, we're almost back up to where we were before we bought this place. That's crazy. 27,000 big ones right there. We're still level 12, so no big deal. We're gonna have to do some off-camera grinding stuff to make sure we hit level 13 by the next epi, but you know what? It's good. Feeling good about this. And we also have a case. So let's open up our inventory really quick and sell all these gross parts that we're never, ever going to use. And let's open up this new case, dude. We'll see what we get from this. I'm hoping for some XP so I don't have to do that much grinding off camera. Some credits, always good. 28,000 now. See what we got, and some scrap. Okay, credits and scrap. And with that, you guys, I think that's where we're gonna wind down this episode at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.